statistical, analytical type stuff down there. How much do you guys pay attention to that stuff as players, whether the coaches are talking about it with you or whatever
Yeah,
else?
I think it's really big. We introduced a new app. It's called Shot Tracker, and we wear these little ID tags on our shoes, and there's a sensor in the ball that it connects. And eventually, like at the end of practice, it relays to an app our shooting percentage, how many rebounds, turnovers, assists. It's able to track all these things and how well you're shooting in every facet of the game. And so I think it's really helping us at night, whether with a coach or by ourselves. We can look at the stats and see what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong.
It take guys a while to kind of warm up to it, I guess. You guys were kind of wondering what the heck it was at first.
I mean, not really, because the sensor really doesn't make a difference in the ball. So it's really, we're just playing our game. The biggest difference is getting used to playing with the Wilson balls for this tournament. Because we play with Adidas. But
what maybe from you personally have you seen from those statistics that kind of maybe have helped you out in your game?
I noticed just like different turnovers that I didn't think I occurred that much during practice. And then when you get back to that same situation in practice, you realize what happened last time. And so you'll be able to think about it and make a different decision. So I think turnovers and then where to shoot. You know where your strong spots are, like obviously mine's under the rim, and maybe slowly branches out. And so if I know that I'm really strong under there, I'm more likely to shoot there.
Hey, where do you think you've grown your game most in the last maybe 6 to 8 months?
Accepting a role.
Yeah.
Obviously we got that 4 core back, and so Roby being the 5-man, I mean, the dude's a stud, the dude hopefully is a future pro, and so just being behind him, they're all going to score, and once I finally get in there, we have 3 or 4 scorers who could score the ball better than me, to be honest. So then I just got to be there for rebounds, assists, just contest at the rim, just the other things without scoring. Just be the teammate that they need me to be.
Was that hard to do sometimes, of like realizing that you've got these core and then you're part of the bench kind of guy? Like, I don't know, is that hard?
Well, in high school, it was basically just throw it inside to me and score. And then coming to college right away, there's just like, wow, these guys are good. So I think that step from being a freshman and then realizing these guys are good, I'm not as good as I thought I was, now helps me take this step from being junior, senior, knowing that my teammates are so good and that I have to play my role, which I'm comfortable doing. So.
How have you seen Brady kind of accept that too, because he's coming in,
probably
going through something that you went through?
He's accepting that role, but man, he's still doing well. And it's awesome to see. I mean, he had 9 points and however many rebounds the first outing, and nearly the same stats the second. So it was pretty cool to see him succeed in those first 2 games, and I was happy for him.
Do you talked about the shooting percentages the shot tracker shows you. Do you need that to know where your hot zones, so to speak, are on the floor? Or do you have a sense of that?
I mean, for me, it's like obviously the hot zones are down low, but I'd assume to just be like a guard, you know where you can shoot the ball. And I think if you just look at the app, you're like, well, I didn't know I shot that well from right here. Maybe I know I can shoot super well from the top of the key, but my corner percentage really isn't that bad. So I think just maybe gives you a little more confidence or gives you something to work on.
You looking forward to playing in an arena like Sprint Center and kind of getting tournament experience early in the season?
Absolutely. That'll be great. That's something great about PBA is when we go around to these places, we realize that these colleges we're playing, like, they're historic arenas, but PBA is like probably one of the best arenas, and we're lucky to play in it. It's like a pro arena. So many people. It's new. It's updated. And so when we go to these places, like freshman year, we went to Indianapolis, and then we went to DC, and then Florida. Like, so we've been to these different places, these huge arenas, but really they're just barely a step above PBA. So I think we really can experience playing every home game.
Thanks, Tanner.